Hey guys, it's Lewis here, and today I'm back with another versus battle, and today we've got something a little bit different, as it's my first team battle. That's right, we've got Ben 10's classic aliens taking on MCU Thanos. With that being said though guys, we're going to be doing this in 2 rounds. So the first round is going to be the OG 10 aliens, the second round is going to be all the aliens in the classic series. Before we continue guys, I just want to say that over 80% of you are not currently subscribed, which means that if all of you were to hit the subscribe button right now, I'd go to 1,000 subs overnight, which is pretty incredible. You know, it costs nothing and it really helps out, so consider dropping me a subscribe if you like more battles like this. First off guys, let's begin with the aliens that would not be able to do anything against Thanos or have very specific abilities or hacks that just wouldn't affect the battle in any way. Whilst Grey Matter is intelligent enough to potentially outsmart Thanos, realistically he's gonna get one shot just by being in the crossfire of like any of these guys. He's either gonna get stepped on, accidentally one shot, or just like killed if Thanos gets a hold of him. Realistically, Grey Matter isn't doing shit in this fight. Wildmutt is entirely blind, and Spider-Man, you know, with his spider sense and speed and stuff, could not do anything to Thanos even whilst out. Sorry Wildmutt, but you ain't doing shit in this fight, buddy. Ripjaws, I mean, good freaking luck. I mean, the dude is literally gonna die just by dehydration. Even if Thanos doesn't lay a finger on him, he's just gonna die and he's not gonna be able to land a finger on the Mad Titan. Stinkfly, again, you know, he could potentially be annoying for Thanos as he could just fly the entire time, but he's not doing anything to the Mad Titan. Ghost Freak, I don't see would be able to possess Thanos. I mean, this is the same dude where he could resist Mantis's control for an extended period of time and even resist her before being put into a trance. Keep in mind that she could literally restrain Ego, this living planet, who is a Celestial by the way, without much difficulty, and Thanos was able to resist her. Yeah, I don't see Ghost Freak's possession doing much in this fight. Now we are left with 5 aliens. Let's see how these guys would do against Thanos. Unfortunately, they're not gonna do that well against the Mad Titan. I mean, if you think about it, Forearms has durability on his side, as he was able to take hits from a Galactic Enforcer, but you could chalk that up to being an outlier, as this was the same dude who fought Alien X. And if you think Forearms scales to Alien X in any media other than the reboot, you're sadly mistaken. Forearms might be able to take a few hits from Thanos, but he's gonna go down just like the Hulk. If you were to take Heat Blast's statement of being hotter than a supernova literally, then he would be able to hurt Thanos. The problem is, however, is literally Heat Blast is dog shit in terms of stats, I'm afraid, as, you know, regular Vilgax was able to beat the crap out of him, and even Kevin rather, and NRG was capable of bullying Heat Blast. Sorry, but you're gonna get one shot. Accelerate is a big question mark for me, because on one hand, I do think he is fast enough to potentially blitz Thanos, as this is the same guy who could blitz Toka Stars, the same dudes who could react to light speed attacks pretty easily after they were fired. So I think he might be able to blitz Thanos. The problem is this is the same dude who could fight Captain Marvel in a 1v1, and she's literally thousands of times the speed of light. So I don't know. I mean, even if Accelerate could blitz Thanos, it doesn't mean much when Accelerate can't do shit to Thanos. You know, that's kind of what we're left with Accelerate, meaning that I think he would get one shot eventually. Same with Accelerate. Upgrade is a big question mark for me. I mean, this dude's entire gimmick is finding technology and upgrading it to be much stronger, and we have seen in the show that he can turn mundane things like a motorbike into a weapon of mass destruction. The problem for him, however, is literally finding a piece of Titan technology before Thanos one-shots him. So I don't think Upgrade's gonna do much in round 1. This leaves Diamond Head as the team's MVP, and in fairness, he brings a lot to the table. This guy, unlike Forearms, could actually swap hands with Malgat and actually do pretty well against him. The same dude who could fight Atomics, one of Ben's strongest aliens. Diamond Head also has a fuck ton of hacks he's bringing to the table. He could restrain Thanos with diamonds, create many different weapons or constructs. Diamond Head is bringing a lot to the table, but realistically I don't think it's going to be enough. It essentially will come down to a 1v1 between Thanos and Diamond Head, and I don't see him doing that well. Statistically, he is very outmatched, as, you know, Thanos could beat the crap out of Thor, who endured the full force of a neutron star for a few minutes, maybe longer. Realistically, Diamond Head is gonna get shattered. although it might take a little while as his hacks will delay the inevitable. So for round 1, guys, Thanos stomps. There's only like 2 or 3 aliens that would actually be able to damage him, however they'd probably get one shot or blitzed by him. Round 2 is beginning now, guys, and this is interesting as the amount of aliens we have to work with has gone up from 10 to 18, which is incredible, and some of these aliens that are joining the roster are some of the strongest in the classic series, which makes it a lot more fair. That's not to say that all of them are going to be fair though, as some of the new additions like, you know, Blitzwolfer, Wildvine, Buzzshot, Ditto, these aliens are just going to be like, they're just going to add to the body count for Thanos. They're really not going to help much in the slightest. However, the new aliens that I added on screen that you are seeing right now, which are Cannonbolt, Waybig, Arctiguana, and Upchuck, I do believe will help the aliens in their battle against Thanos. However, even with these new additions, do I believe that the aliens could beat Thanos in a fair fight to the death? The answer is no, absolutely not. Not one of these aliens, not even Waybig, has scaling that comes anywhere close to Thanos in terms of durability. This guy was able to perform the snap 3 times. He was able to perform the snap twice and house all 6 Infinity Stones within his body on 3 separate occasions. You know, the Infinity Stones being like star level bare minimum, also having potential to be star, and solar system and above. However, do I believe that the aliens could beat Thanos by BFRing him or simply, you know, beating him with their hacks? Well, that's a tough question, as in terms of their hacks, I think they're all going to be useless. The guy just has such a huge hacks resistance, it's incredible. You know, whether it's magic from Doctor Strange, Thor's lightning, Iron Man's tech, it really doesn't matter. You ain't hurting the guy when it comes to hacks. However, I do believe that in unison, they would be able to slow down Thanos long enough for Waybig to BFR him. We've seen that Waybig in Secrets of the Omnitrix and even in Primus, he is, you know, consistently capable and willing to BFR characters like, like Vilgax. He's even capable of BFRing opponents the same size as him. You know, this guy is mad in terms of strength, and there's nothing stopping him from just picking up Thanos and yeeting him off the planet and winning via BFRing him. All he needs, however, is time from his teammates. You know, Forearms and Diamond Head could slow down Thanos, you know, maybe, you know, keep him busy in a 1v1. Upchuck could potentially eat his weapon and try use it against him. We've seen Upchuck be capable of consuming sub-energy, which was stated to be like, I think it was like 10 times stronger than our sun, which is incredible scaling for Upchuck. He could potentially be like a tank. Arctiguana could try freeze Thanos in large enough quantities. His ice was capable of restraining enhanced Vilgax, which was, you know, one of the strongest versions of Vilgax we've seen in the classic series. Cannonbolt, again, he could potentially be a tank. This dude is incredibly powerful, being able to kill, you know, the big tick, which was capable of sucking all life up from Earth. Heat Blast, again, with his supernova levels of heat. It's incredible. You know, all of these guys working together could potentially slow down Thanos long enough for Waybig to BFR him, and that is how I see the aliens winning. Do I think they could kill Thanos? Absolutely not. The guy is just too durable, and if you gave him long enough, he would eventually kill all the aliens here, even Waybig. Sorry, Waybig fanboys. However, I do believe that in an actual fight, you know, not an actual fight, an actual like battle where anything goes, I do believe the aliens would eventually battlefield remove Thanos and win that way. With that being said though, guys, that is how I see the fight going. If you disagree or if you have any thoughts about the matchup, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. If you want me to remake this video with the Alien Force aliens, minus Alien X obviously, I might do that in the future. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. As I mentioned before, 80% of you aren't currently subbed. We'd go to 1,000 subscribers overnight if you all subscribed, which was awesome, which would be really awesome. Have a nice day, everyone, and I will talk to you on the next one. This is Lewis on the Gaming Rift, signing out.